I think we're live now. Hello everyone watching at home. Hi everyone here.
Hey.
I'm really pleased to welcome Manjit and Pali, who are leading the session today. And I think we're doing a, what did you say? It was
a black-eyed bean coconut curry.
Brilliant. So hopefully if you're tuning in online, you've got the list of ingredients, but obviously feel free to ask any questions as you're going, and Matt will pick those up for you. And then, same for here, it's quite an open session. If you've got any questions, just ask. And yeah, really happy to hand over to this brilliant team.
Thank you. Well, thank you. And hello everybody here in the studio, shall I call it? And hi everyone at home. So yes, I'm Manjit and this is Pali. So we're doing today a black-eyed bean coconut curry. So if you just like to take notes, okay, so first what I'm going to tell you is I'm just going to tell you all the ingredients first. So what I've done here is either you can have the tin, okay, that's a cheat, everyone at home, a cheat, yeah. Or you can have the packet, so you can buy it in any Asian supermarket, but I think you can get anywhere, any supermarket now. So basically it's just hard beans, and all you have to do is soak them the night before, okay? But you have to boil them for quite a long time until they're nice and soft. So I've already pre-boiled mine, okay? So that's what you need for your first main ingredient, okay? So you need a tin of coconut milk, okay? It's probably a tin of 200 or 300 gram, okay? And then you need some onions. So if you just take a note of all the ingredients, because then you'll come out and then you can pick your own. Hi there at the back, welcome, latecomers, yay. Okay, so you need onion, ginger and garlic, okay? So you need just to taste basically. So if you're at home, you can put more ginger in. If you need more garlic, put more garlic in. Okay, so 2 to 3 garlics and an inch of ginger. Chilies to taste as well, okay. You need salt to taste. You need coriander, just like a handful of coriander. Curry leaves, you need about 10 to 12 curry leaves, okay. So you can either use fresh curry leaves. If you can't find fresh, you can use a packet of curry leaves, okay. And then you need mustard seeds, okay. And you need fresh tomato, or you can use tin tomatoes. Okay, so you got the coconut milk, you got your black-eyed beans, your onions, your garlic, ginger, chilies, curry leaves, mustard seeds, okay? And then you can use oil, veg oil, rapeseed oil, or if you want to use butter, you can use butter, okay? So this is totally vegan curry, okay, without the butter. So you can use any type of oil and it's totally vegan, yeah? So we're going to start off with, I think that's everything, all the ingredients. Let's just double check everything, yeah? Is everyone all right at home? Do I need to? Yeah, so that's perfect. Everybody's put everything down, what they need, yeah? Okay, so step 1. So the only spices we need is salt, garam masala, okay, so it's like a teaspoon. Salt is to taste, so a teaspoon of garam masala. Chili powder, if you want to go chili powder or fresh chilies, okay. And then you need also cumin and coriander powder. So these, the 4 ingredients that I'm using, so this is like a simple type of curry, but with a twist, because growing up we used to use coconut milk. So this is like my grandma's recipe, but without the coconut milk. We used to cook this all the time growing up. So this is a special curry with coconut. We've got the curry leaves, mustard seeds, and we've got the cumin and coriander powder that we're going to use today, that I hardly don't use on a normal curry. Okay, so what you can do is you can get like a combined curry powder, a cumin and coriander powder combined, or you can get separate ones. So you can get a packet of coriander powder, you can get a packet of cumin powder, but it's always nice to have just like a combined one, okay? So you need about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with, so it's about 2 to 3 tablespoons, okay? So firstly, what we used to do with our normal curries, we used to cook the onions and garlic together. But today we're going to start off with the mustard seeds, okay? So it's just a key that you start off with your mustard seeds, and you cook that for just. So you need half a teaspoon. Sorry, I've got just a big one. I don't think so. I've got a small one. So just a half a teaspoon. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just cooking that for a few minutes till it starts crackling, okay? So while that's cooking, and then what you can do is you don't need to count all the curry leaves because there's quite a few in there, yeah? So just a pinch maybe, yeah? So probably about 10 or 15 curry leaves, okay? Has anybody made a coconut curry before? Yeah, it's totally nice, isn't it, a coconut curry? Something different to a normal standard curry. And also with, like I say, with different flavours as well, with the cumin and coriander. So as you can hear, can anybody hear at home? Yeah? So they're crackling. In goes the curry leaves, yeah? Simple as that. And then, obviously at home you can't smell it, but I can smell it here. Yeah? You can smell the flavours. So nice cooking. So you don't want to burn them too much, okay? So when that is done, okay, 1 onion, medium or small onion, okay? Go straight in. And if you're looking and if you're watching, I'm just making a little bit extra for the team. Yeah? Okay? Yeah? Yeah. So once you've got the onions in, your mustard seeds and your curry leaves, then in goes the salt. I always ask my grandma why you use salt in straight in. So I'll probably put a teaspoon of salt. Okay. It helps to cook the onions quicker. That's what I was told. So I don't know if that's true, but I've always used that method. So in goes that. Okay. And also I always put garlic in. So in goes the garlic, okay? I've got about probably 3 to 4 garlic cloves, okay? So we're just going to wait till that to go golden. Ginger always goes last, because ginger, I don't know if anyone cooks with ginger, it burns quickly. It burns, so I always put that towards the end, okay? So has anybody got any questions at this stage, at home and in class? Yes? Sorry?
You know the cheap ginger and the cheap salad, the fruit are in a jar. Do you use that?
I don't use it, no, but you can use it. But I'd use that towards the end, once the onions have cooked. So once the onions are golden brownish, then add it in. Okay, because I think that's already pre-cooked anyway, isn't it, in jars? Is that what you're saying? Sorry? Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. So make sure you've got plenty of oil in there, okay, so everything cooks nicely. Yeah? Sorry? Low heat. There's no other way, yeah? Just to cook it till it's nice and golden brown. Normally before COVID times, I ask everyone to gather around. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Oh, yeah, if you want to gather around. Yeah? That's good. Oh, yes, we're back on. Oh, that's really nice. And if you want to be on camera, just come to the back. Yeah? Yeah, perfect. So, as you can see, yeah, it's cooking nicely. And like you say, if it does tend to burn, just turn it down a little bit. Okay? So that's going to take probably about 5 to 10 minutes. You can smell all the lovely spices. All in there is the mustard seeds, curry leaves, onion and garlic and salt. That's all I've got in there, okay? It's been ages since I've seen everybody. It's been over like 2 years, going into the 3rd year. So yeah, very nice. Bally's got the easy job. And I think I feel a bit different because normally I wear a mask. And I feel a bit like, what? Something's missing. Okay, any more questions at this stage while the onions are cooking? Okay, brilliant. So that's cooking nicely. I don't think so.
Where can you find the fresh curry leaves? I have
Yeah, you can, any Asian shop.
Oh,
And I've seen a few in like Morrison's, Tesco's. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, good one. Good one. What's your name? Yes, Stuart, you can come again. Yes, brilliant. So yes, you can pick up fresh curry leaves from the Leeds Kirkgate Market or any Asian shops. But normally you can get like dried, the similar, yeah. And if you do get the fresh curry leaves and it's going to be a while in the fridge, you can let them dry out so they last longer, you know.
Or freeze them?
I've never froze them.
I've tried it.
I haven't tried that. No, but I tend to do quite a batch full of fresh, and then I tend to dry them out, and then you can keep them forever and put them in like a tight container.
So how do you dry them out?
Just leave them out. Yeah.
Out of the counter,
Yeah.
not in the fridge?
Yeah, just leave them out, and they just dry like. So they're basically that.
Yeah.
So it's quite a good trick.
The herbs, especially coriander, I put them in a paper bag in the fridge, in
Yeah.
the top shelf,
Yeah.
and just leave them alone for a while, and then they are lovely and crispy and dry, and then
Ah.
I put them in a jar.
You
But
see-
it takes a while. But
You
the
s-
fridge dehydrates part of
No, that's quite good because the trick that I use is I get tin foil, wrap them in tin foil and put them in the fridge. Yeah, that works as well. I don't know who told me that. No idea where I got that. Not from my granny.
A little bit or a bit? How much?
Just
do you
like a
put?
bunch, two bunches together.
just-
Yeah, or you can chop it up and put it in a tin foil and put it in the fridge, and it lasts for a while rather than just wasting, because we don't like food waste.
Well, yeah.
So it's
and
kind of good.
And I never use, when I buy a bunch, I never use it quickly
Yeah,
enough.
yes.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, we use quite a lot, so we tend to use quite a bit in our curry. So talking about coriander, if you want, you can add this to your onions cooking. Okay. So as you can see, all
So
those
you can add
nice
to that
things.
station, not just as a garnish.
Yeah, you can use it in your curry, in your onions. So that's quite good. And as you can see, that looks absolutely beautiful. I can eat that right now. But yeah.
I usually buy it growing, like the growing pot, and then I repot it into a bigger pot.
Yeah, it's quite good that if you put in also coriander and spices, they last quite a long time.
Sometimes I get a really
See, I'm not green fingered, you see, I just go to my mum's. I'm not green fingered at all. Yeah. So as you can see, that's burning, so she's turning that down because I'm chatting too much. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, fabulous. So while that's cooking, like I say, you can use, I've pre-boiled mine anyway, so that's just like fresh beans. I soak them the night before and then you boil them. It takes forever. If you've got a pressure cooker, like my mum always tells me, get a pressure cooker. I don't use a pressure cooker because what happens with me with a pressure cooker, the noise just scares me. You know?
You get these new electric
Yeah, they're
ones.
scared. Yeah, and then it just. Well, we probably have got new ones, but they're absolutely terrifying me. You know, once it just I can't cope with them. Yeah. Growing up, that's what I mean. Growing up, I got scared because of the noise and everything, and it's just so it's just traumatized me. So I used to use the old school in a pan, boil it for hours and hours. Sorry, young man.
So you need one of that and two of them.
Yeah, you can use tomatoes, 2 tomatoes, 1 tin and 1 tin, or you can use just fresh, okay? So we'll come to the ingredients just right, just hold it right there. So we're just cooking the onions first, okay? Brilliant.
So Manjit, you added extra oil to the onions.
Yeah.
You thought it was going to be a bit dry. Would you ever, I mean, because sometimes I do, but I'm trying not to use as much oil, I'll add a bit of water into the onions and let them steam rather than continue to fry. Is that...
Yeah, you can do that because with me growing up, I think the whole idea of adding extra oil or using oil, and once you've got all your curries inside, like your beans and everything inside, and if you see the oil at the sides, that means it's done.
Yeah.
You know, even if I show you, once we've got all the spices in, you'll see the oil just coming towards the end. You know, like you can see it. So that means that you've cooked the masala. So your base sauce is done, and then it always makes a top curry once you see the oil. So I don't know about the water because we've not been. Mum and Dad, Granny, everyone just. Like you say, when you go to restaurants, Indian restaurants, any restaurant, you see the oil floating. I mean, we don't use that much, but that just too much.
And I think sometimes it is trying to get that balance, isn't it? Because sometimes if I go to the
Shall I put chilli now?
it feels like an awful lot of oil.
Yeah.
Maybe just add it, sort of like Manjit's been doing, just a little bit.
Yeah. So chilies goes in. She's just caught my eye and told me let's get the chilies in.
chilli.
Yeah. Okay. So you can get fresh. You can use fresh chili or you can use chili powder.
Green.
Yeah, green chilies. I think.
How hot is that?
Sorry.
How hot is that? How spicy?
How spicy? With me, with spice, I tend to smell the chili, and if it's really, you can smell it. That means it's going to be a strong chili. Yeah, but I don't think so. These are strong. If you want to,
Yeah.
try it. You know,
Someone else.
you can try it. Yeah, always. I mean, you know, when I do kind of like outdoor events, I always put a bowl of chili, thinking no one's going to actually take any chilies. But yeah, they actually take the chilies. I'm like, wow, get in there. So it's kind of like, yeah. So you have the option if to make it spicy or non-spicy. So that's cooking really nicely. Okay.
What's your take on sort of using a spectrum of spices? Some people say that, for example, cumin is at one end of the spectrum and garlic is at the other end. So don't mix those two.
Oh yeah, I always mix them.
You always mix.
I always mix them. That's the best part of using spices, yeah? Because normally in a normal curry that I normally do without the curcuma, I put the cumin seeds. You know, like I did the curry leaves and the mustard seeds. I put the cumin seeds first and then the onions. So you can actually mix and throw in the garlic. So I've never heard of anyone putting them separate and using.
I mean, there are certain palettes where you use the cumin end of the spice spectrum.
All right, okay, get you. No, we always
Shall I
actually
put now
put it.
tomato and ginger?
You can put the ginger in, yeah. Okay, so ginger goes in as I'm getting distracted again, but yeah. So any questions at home?
No, it's all looking all right.
Brilliant, brilliant.
So
So,
you chopped the ginger.
yeah. So, yeah, what you can do, you can finely chop them, you can put them into strips, the ginger. Sometimes I like the ginger, you can put them in long, thin strips so you can actually see them, but we're just chopping them all finely. So however you prefer, so you can use more garlic, more ginger, however you prefer your curry to be, okay? I mean, ginger's always good. Ginger's always good. I like that ginger. Sometimes what you can do is at the end of the curry, you can finely slice ginger and just put it on the top, you know? So there's always different ways of using ginger. Any questions, everybody? Yeah?
If you're cooking it boiling, what temperature, how long?
Well, once it starts boiling, okay. No idea. I ain't got like a scale of times or
Basically,
temperatures or anything like. Yeah, you just have to boil it,
Check
and then
chew up
simmer
the
it down, and then just taste it and not taste it and just see if there's salt. What I tend to do is always a trick. Always put salt in. Okay, always put salt. I don't know why Granny always says it cooks quicker. It's like just with the onions, it cooks quicker. Yeah, so always put a bit of salt in, and always just take extra careful when you do make a curry and you add in more salt so you don't overpower it with salt. But what I tend to do, if you do put too much salt, I add a chili in. So it takes that. It takes that.
Shall I put tomato now?
Yeah, you can do. So that's more or less golden, as you can see, okay? Yeah. And then in goes the tomatoes, okay?
And they're not skinned or anything with this sauce. Yeah. Don't skin the tomatoes.
No, I've never had actually.
Only when I had babies.
Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody skin their tomatoes? Well, you have to boil them first, so it's a long process.
Or boil
Soak
water,
them in,
sit
sit them in the water.
and then slice it.
No, it's hard work for me. That's hard work for me. Just throw it in. Simple. Just. I don't know. I've never actually, growing up as well, never not used the skins.
I made a soup this weekend at home, and part of the recipe on that is that if you've got the stalks on the tomato, chuck them in as well.
Yeah. Well, like I say, with potato curry as well, you can actually wash the potato skins and use them. Because everyone's having skin on fries, aren't they?
Yeah.
Same thing. Same thing, isn't it? So you just wash the potatoes and make sure they're nice and clean, and make sure you put them in a... Because everyone says that's where all the flavour and everything is in the skin, so that's kind of a good thing. But that's kind of good to know. I never knew that you can actually skin the tomatoes.
I mean, some sauces I don't, if I do something, I'll just blitz it and I'll leave the skin on, because it all just mixes in, doesn't it?
Because we make the butter cauliflower masala.
Yeah, that is
And to be honest, we boil the tomatoes, because all we're using is tomatoes, garlic and ginger. They're the only spices, and garam masala. That's the only spices we use. And we just use, like I say, you just and then, yeah.
You are also only going to be disgusted, but I've used tomato powder to good effect.
Ooh, never heard of a tomato powder. Really? Has anybody heard of a tomato powder?
The Italians use it a lot.
Really?
The Italians skin the tomatoes, dry the skins and powderize the skin.
Oh, there you go. Good one. Really? And how does that work, tomato powder? Does anybody use tomato powder at home?
So where do you buy it now, Mitt?
Online. So ultimately Amazon.com.
Right, okay.
The one I recently bought, it said Old India brand, but it came from China. So there you go.
Like
So-
everything else.
So how does that work? You put the powder in and then we'll put that on low. And then it just makes a
Well, I mean,
sauce type of
give it
thing.
a thought
Oh, wow.
whether you want it in oil or you
wow.
want it in water, and how that is going to interact with the gastronomy.
It's mainly Italian,
So in goes a teaspoon, but this is not a teaspoon, as I say. I was cooking for the team as well, so I'm just going to put like garam masala in, okay?
So when you said teaspoon, how many people is that for then?
Well, it's probably about 4 to 5. And then you've got the combined, you've got your cumin and coriander powder, okay? So I'm just going to use maybe 2. Okay? So, yeah, one of each. So 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of coriander. Okay?
Chili
Okay.
powder, no chili, fresh chili.
We've already put fresh chili in. If you want to put chili powder, how spicy do you like it, Matt? How spicy do you like it? Okay, we'll add. How much chilies did you put, Bali?
2.
2. Let's spice it up then. Let's spice it up.
But this chili no very spicy.
Let's ask Joanna. Yes. Okay. Put a pinch of that in, okay?
Color of chilies, if they start getting darker, that means they are mellowing a little bit.
I've no idea. I've no idea. We just use the ingredients growing up. We just, if they're there, we just use them. I just
Taste. Add
throw
more
them.
if you need it.
Yeah, well, it's all about tasting, isn't it? So once you've got all your, so all you've got all the spices in there, okay?
Coriander more.
Okay. You can do 1 to 1.5, okay? Or you can do 2. You can have a tomato based. You can have more tomatoes in your curries, depending on how you like it. I've just used probably, how much tomatoes did you use, Bali?
1.5,
Oh,
yeah.
as you can see, 1.5. 1.5. No, put half a tin, a whole tin. If you're making for a group of 10, maybe put a 1 tin in. Yeah? So this is probably going to feed 4 to 5, it's sometimes 6 people, so yeah. And then,
Extremists like me, you can also use puree, which is available in
yeah, puree is also good. Yeah, I've never used, like I say, I don't use these. I just use the simple ingredients growing up because we've just used fresh tomatoes or tinned tomatoes. More or less now is more, we're pushed towards the tinned tomatoes because obviously large quantity. So we just blitz the tomato tins and just put it straight in. Okay, so optional. Today I haven't used turmeric, but you can use turmeric just to add a bit of colour. So if you want, you can put it in, or if you don't have to. So I'm just going to put half a teaspoon, okay? And turmeric, you know what? You can put turmeric in anything.
Yeah.
Anything, because turmeric is good for your skin.
It's anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, that's it. Because I put curry, haldi, turmeric in everything.
Yeah.
You know, so
Dyed a lot of things yellow.
yeah, me too. So you've got your turmeric in there, okay? So I'm gonna use probably, because I'm making a bit extra, yeah. So you got an option of using fresh or your boiled, okay? So in's gonna go your black-eyed beans, okay?
You use the liquid you boiled it in
Yeah,
as
you
well.
know what? So it's gonna just get it all together, yeah. So we're just gonna cook that for about 5 minutes. So, about 200 grams, because that's my weakest link. Because I've never used quantity, but I don't know without my glasses. If anybody can read that for me.
400 gram tin.
So regular tin, the equivalent.
Yeah. So I
Yeah, 400 grams.
400 grams.
So the half size tin's 200, the full size tin's 400.
And so if you were using the dried meat,
Yeah, so it's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky with you can use a cupful maybe, because it's always a weird one when boiling because we just boil packets and packets. But maybe a cupful of beans in water and boil it. So.
What's your take on the water that comes with protein powders? Do you use that water?
Yes, yes, you can use that water. I remember when I did a chickpea curry, and someone says with the water, the chickpea water, you can make meringue or something out of it. That was new to me. That was new to me. Really?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's like a vegan meringue.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So can you use that with any water?
No, it's just the chickpeas. It's the particular chemistry of the chickpea.
There you go.
It's called something like aquafaba.
All right.
And you
Okay.
kind of,
You see that. You
whisk
see.
it up and it will do the volume thing like eggs.
No, we're just going to cook that for just a little bit longer, Pally.
Okay.
Okay? You know, I've had no breakfast, so this is my breakfast. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to taste that one. So just really important is when you are cooking, always tasting, okay? Because you can add extra. Because with me, I've never actually written on a piece of paper because it's always hard when I come to Salon Law and do a cookery class because I've never been grown up with Granny saying put like a teaspoon of that, and so we just put flavours in. So it's with us, it's always about tasting and just adding extra. Okay. And then if you want to use a stick blender for your onions, or you don't want them too big, you can use a grinder or. It's not too spicy actually. A little bit more salt. I think that you see this on telly, don't you? You always add something. Just to test me that I'm actually tasting, yeah? And I think that's what everyone does. So you've got that. So like I say, it's just three different, so curry leaves, mustard seeds, and then you've got your cumin and coriander powder. They're the different spices that we've used today. Because the normal spices that everyone's made a curry is garam masala, chili, turmeric, and salt, and tomatoes. They're the simple ingredients. So that's cooked really nicely there, as you can see. And the thing about using coconut milk is so creamy. So creamy and healthy. Everyone thinks that a curry is not healthy at all. Come on. It's great. Yeah. So in goes the coconut milk.
How do you feel about half-fat coconut milk?
Any really? Any? Half fat? Yeah, you can get like reduced. Sorry?
I don't like using it.
You don't like using what?
Like just like
Yeah. So you
Quite thin.
yeah. So in
Can I
goes
put
that
now?
then, Polly. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't do that, does it? Half fat.
Both?
Yeah.
If
Little
you
bit.
want to use full
That's
coconut,
it.
you can, keep the rest.
Perfect. So I'll probably use 1.5. Okay. So
Some
you're just
coriander?
gonna boil that and then simmer it down. Okay. And just the smell of the coconut milk and all those flavours together. Just gonna simmer that down. Just let that boil for a little bit. Okay. And then you can have that with rice, bread, anything. And you can cook that, cool it down and put it in your fridge for a couple of days. I always tend to just use it for 2 to 3 days if you're at home. Okay. So that's just going to boil over and we're just going to simmer it down. Okay. Any questions at home?
No.
Oh, awesome.
Everyone's favouring away.
Brilliant. So what you can do now is, if everyone's been listening, you can grab your ingredients. But if you just come 2 tables at a time, please. Okay? And then what we'll do is we'll come round and if you've not been listening, we'll talk you through it and just have a see. Well, we'll test you first, yeah? So we'll test you if you have been listening, okay? So if you just get your ingredients, okay? So we're just going to, all we're doing is with the coconut milk, we're just simmering it down now, okay? So we've got some coconut milk here, yeah, if anybody wants this half tin. So we're just going to simmer that down, Pally. Yeah, we've got. Yeah.
How are we going to take the beets to the table?
Good question.
We'll come and get them.
Good question. Yeah, yeah. What you can do is, have you got like a ball? Or
We
you've
have
already-
some tooth and
We've got some of those, but you can
we'll get rid of this
you can
and
get
come back.
yeah, do
Yeah,
that. Start it off and then come back
Again.
for. Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah.
ठीक है लून मिर्च मैम की पैना
Coriander है ना मिट्टी लगती है बिच है ना
पता नहीं कुछ आंदा या आपे साफ कर लूगे
है
हुन आपे साफ कर लूगे
yeah मिट्टी आ yeah no Matt, have we got some like cups?
Any ramekins or something like that?
Any cups?
Yeah, fine.
So with your coriander, like if you do buy coriander from the shops, what I tend to do is I tend to give it a shake. Yeah. So always wash and then give it a shake, yeah?
I have to be very careful with anything.
Yeah,
So
sure.
I can't have chili and I can't have the mustard seed. What about the garam masala? Does that have much that's spicy?
Sorry, what was that?
she explained for you
Sorry, what was that, my sweet?
I can't have anything with spice. I'll burn my throat. So I can't have the chili and I can't have the mustard seed. I'm just wondering the garam masala, except for peppercorns, it's not spicy, is it? It's just I can have spice but not warm spice.
Okay, so I think you should just use less garam masala because that's got like quite a few spices blended in together. So garam masala means basically it's like quite a few spices grinded together.
See, it does have chili in it, does it?
No. Yeah.
So how do I collect my spices?
she give the cups here on the side yeah yes chili no very spicy yeah you can choose to two
Just get one.
okay
So this one is
Just taste
cumin
it.
powder and coriander powder. Okay, so yeah. It's quite nice. And it's a quite nice, different nice with coconut milk. So that just needs to simmer down for about 5-10 minutes. So salt is always to taste. Okay.
Right, so we've got a tin of beans, and then it's all spices. Curry leaves. God, you two are well.
Oh, that's nice. Taste that ginger as well in there. Perfect. So when you are cooking the curry leaves and the mustard seeds, not on a high flame, please. Low flame, otherwise you'll burn.
Well, mustard seeds and oil.
Yeah.
Well, you can go home after time.
Yeah, come on. Get in here, Nigel. So always cook on a low flame when you're doing your mustard seeds and your curry leaves, please.
just a bunch
yeah?
of
You're putting it all in one
Yeah, that's fine, because all the spices are going to go in anyway, aren't they? So your salt goes in your onions, and you know, once your curry leaves and mustard seeds have been cooked, okay?
So you don't need to put more.
Sorry? So we're from the north, so we're from the Punjab. So when you start using the coconut milk, it's south. So this is like a twist. Yeah, yeah. So it's like a, yeah. So yeah, so I've started to like, because we growing up we didn't used to use coconut milk. We only got to know this coconut milk later on. Because we start doing the masala dosas, because we use, you know, things with coconut and things like that, you know. And then we started making curries with coconut, because a lot of people don't like the spice, and it mellows it down. And it gives that lovely, lovely flavour. Coconut milk is just so healthy for you as well, you know. Yeah, oh God, yeah, that's the best thing, isn't it? I mean, a lot of Thai people use a lot of coconut.
Enough for
they
this.
just
Yeah,
use
yeah.
coconut in every curry, isn't it? So this is like new to us, well, new to me, because we only been using it like probably about 10 years or 15 years ago. Where growing up, we didn't used to cook with coconut. Sorry? I don't know, should be quite, I don't know. Happy really, because it's something new added
Just a teaspoon.
to our tradition. You know, and it's kind of like nice to see that, because we're just trying different things, you know, and it's nice to find that new. But yeah, so we're from the Punjab, so it's North India.
For these ones.
Coconut milk is
Yeah,
south.
you can together, yeah. Everything.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Just, yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so curry paste
There's
is
a both
basically all your spices, what we cooked with first, with all the flavours, and then just mashed, you know, and they kept to one side. Sorry? No. We used to do hard labour cooking, chopping onions and garlic and ginger. We learned the hard way. Now it's quite easy now in the 20th century, I tell you. Yeah, well that's what I said. So you've got a cheat there. You've got your tin, or you've got your physical boiling the beans. Yeah, so there you go, and you've opted for cheat. Yeah. Good one. Well, enjoy your cook. How are you? Good. Yes.
Almost looks like dal now.
Yeah.
Because of haldi.
Well, that's it. So normally you don't have to put haldi. This is the first one where you don't have to put haldi in. But I love haldi anyway because it's good for you. It's the best.
If I do it like this, I better correct the so.
Yeah. What's that? No, it's fine. Yeah. How's everyone doing at home? Busy. Good. What are you looking for, my sweet?
Garam masala
This is garam masala.
and chili powder.
Chili powder. Yeah. You like it spicy?
If you want extra coriander and cumin.
Yeah, that's to combine, so you can. It's quite unusual to actually have cumin and coriander together, but I found a packet, and I'm like, I'm going for it.
Is it East End?
Eh?
East End.
Yeah, East End.
Yeah. So it's kind of nice to have that, because normally I used to buy mine separate, and with the prices going up so high, it's nice to have combined, because they're using that anyway. So if you are using the cooked black-eyed beans, make sure you cook it before you put the curry coconut milk in.
Yeah.
Okay? There's an opened coconut tin if anybody wants to use that. Okay? How's everyone getting on? What about the newcomers? How are your newcomers getting on? All right? Good.
Are those curry leaves burned?
Sure. Burn हो गया लग रहे
I
नहीं.
think we burned them.
It's
Yeah.
okay,
bit
you can
low.
salvage it, but
Can it be salvaged?
Yeah, just put your onions straight away. Right, when you just be aware that put it on low heat because your curry leaves and mustard seeds don't want to be burned. Okay? Yeah, there's what we've got ours here,
No good.
but ours is with the white.
I'll make sure you get it back.
But Bali be on your case, I tell you. Normally they're really good with tins. They have that clip thing, don't they?
Lots of them do now.
Trust me to pick the wrong ones. And I normally Bali, they have the clip.
The coconut we same hunde. I don't know why today.
Yeah, the coconut milk's the same today as well.
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind, Bali.
Never mind. Hard work कर लें तो.
Bali, you want to taste it?
पता नहीं कितना ना
Any
होना.
questions at home? Hope everyone's getting all right at home with all these beautiful flavours and smells.
Right. No, this is going to get these points, isn't it?
That's nice, Bali. It's not that spicy, actually.
Salt पाना मड़ा जा.
No. See, Bali prefers extra salt.
Oh, do you?
Spicy भी
I
नहीं.
can put a little bit of spice in because Matt and Joanna says
I put
spice.
chili but chili कोई नहीं.
No, we've just tasted the curry.
Yeah.
And if everyone's listening, the chilies are not they're not hot.
They're not hot.
Okay.
It's okay for them seeds.
Okay. So the green chilies that I have today, they're not that hot, so you can use as many as you would like. Okay, perfect.
मैम हावी कोकोनट पा दो हो जाना.
Eh? Tomatoes towards the end when the onions are golden. Just added an extra bit of spice in there. Yeah, because I think Bali use it from the top. She puts it on the top, and I've got the table ones.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
good.
I like mine spicy, so I'll just take
You just take them, yeah. I've added a bit of chilli in that. That's quite nice, Joanna.
Very nice.
Bali, do you want to go around and just have a look?
अरे सारी चॉप कर देना.
Hey? Bali's just going to come
Okay,
around,
ma'am.
and if you got any questions,
Okay. How are you, sir? Okay.
I'm alright, yeah.
Good. Nice. Good.
He gets the interesting job.
She were hard work, eh?
I take things.
oh, I can smell all those mustard seeds and curry leaves. Yeah,
No opener.
it's coming from here. Carefully, all right?
How many labels was it of beans?
Well, how many you want, really?
You okay, ma'am?
Yeah. So
Nice,
with these ones,
good,
just
nice,
make
nice.
sure they're cooked, the beans. Yeah.
Right, so
Because
how long will it take to cook, do you reckon?
Okay, ma'am. Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
just
Good.
that's
good.
what I'm doing today.
So, once they're cooked, you add the coconut milk.
Yeah. So make sure
Chopping.
all the flavours are in, and make sure you taste all the flavours to add extra.
Yeah, nice smell.
Yeah. Just water.
And mustard seed. Okay.
You all right, Matt? Yeah.
I can't see us. Okay.
Everyone all right?
Good,
There's
ma'am,
some
good.
new tables, Pally. This one and the one at the back.
Yes, they're just chopping now.
All right, they're all chopping. Oh, good, good, good. You can have this one so it doesn't go to waste. That's chili powder. You don't want that. Why do you want chili powder? Everybody wants chili powder.
That's cumin, isn't it?
No, he's not been listening today. That's garam masala and that is the cumin and coriander.
Shall we take this half one?
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, you can
So
take
you've
that.
mixed the cumin and coriander already, yeah?
Well, to be honest, Nigel, I used to buy separate, and for some reason I found one with coriander and cumin. It's brilliant, that.
That's the yeast then. That's the yeast.
Well, whatever you find at the Asian shop, because some you do a coriander powder on its own, and then you do the cumin powder on its own, and it's nice to find something like that.
Did you have some curry powder? Chili powder?
Yeah, I did. Because it's all about the tasting.
Tastes very good.
Because the green chilies are not that spicy, not that hot.
Yeah, I like mine with a bit of
Kick.
kick to it, yeah.
Yeah. All right, yeah, that's fine.
How are you, sir? Good, good. With the coriander chopping, eh? Together everything.
Together everything.
You know everything. Why are you doing cooking class? You experience all cooking, see, eh?
You know, I live in a restaurant.
You can have a
I
taste
don't
if
get
you
to
want.
cook a lot at home. I
Okay.
just enjoy coming here and cooking.
Ah, good, good. Nice, man.
Have you got any bowls? They've taken all my bowls. Oh, you can have it in here.
How are you,
Oh,
ma'am?
yeah.
Good?
I think I'm okay.
Yes, good, good, nice.
The master seeds are really fresh, they're really, really smelly, it's lovely.
Oh God, yeah, I love them. Absolutely love them. Yeah, just pour whatever. I'll get a proper ladle for you.
What do you say, a couple of ladles?
Yeah. I added a bit of chili powder, so it's like. Come on, Dad, come on.
Yes, enough, enough.
Oh, yeah, just try. But
If it,
yeah.
Yes,
Just simmer
good.
it down for 5-10 minutes.
how are you, sir?
You can taste all
Nice,
the fresh
good.
ingredients, can't you?
Everything perfect?
Come on, Matt.
Oh my gosh, get in on this.
No, you know what? The best thing about this, cooking this, you know, once you've finished it and cooking it, you can taste all the fresh
Bit of
ingredients. Like the
burn,
ginger.
So you put everything together.
yeah.
Yeah, onion, sorry, first onion.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like overpowering, is it? It's just like, just right.
No,
as
it's a
well.
little bit less.
So
Heat.
well balanced. And I did put
Yes,
extra
enough.
chili powder in because you know these green chilies, they're not spicy.
Mix,
at all,
mix,
and they're
mix
not hot.
together, yeah? It's off now.
Because I can't remember what Amrit
You know
saying
how
about
to
the
cook.
colour change. I'm not. Amrit,
Yes, good.
Amrit, what were you saying about the colour change?
Yeah. No, just only curry leaves look after, okay? Onion little bit high, that's fine.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. There you go. You know what he says? He goes, the darker they go, the less hot they are.
No here any?
Good to know for me as well. I didn't know that.
Nothing. I give you
Yeah.
my own, okay?
So, I didn't know that.
Yeah, wooden spoon we have here, some. You take this, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't know that. So that's why we only put 2 chilies and I did a bit of chili. It is, isn't it? Alan would love this because it's totally vegan as well, isn't it? And then if you wanted to cook, you can
Are you looking
cook
for,
it with
ma'am?
butter
Knife?
as well, 'cause
Oh.
I'm a softie.
You want the sharp one?
Because we don't,
If
growing
any
up, we
help,
used to use
let
a lot
me
of
know,
butter.
okay?
But now we don't use it since like 10, 15 years. You can take most of it anyway, and keep it for later and have it with a piece of bread or something.
If any help,
Used
let
to
me
do,
know,
yeah.
okay?
I don't know if he still does it. When I cook curry at home, he doesn't sometimes like the chapati, and he puts a toast bread in and has it with toast. It's a bit weird. I'm like, yeah, everyone's to their own, aren't they? You know, if you can't, because roti is time consuming, isn't it? Bread, all that drama. So you can just
Sorry,
slice
sorry.
the toast in the toast and just have it with that. Yeah.
Wow, very fast.
Beans in at the same time as the coconut milk or after?
She said first the beans.
Oh, beans first.
But you put already, that's fine. You put together.
Yeah.
And the
No, I think that's
Yeah,
that's
water
it
as
for
well.
all
Yeah,
of
yes,
us.
yeah. Everything, yeah, together.
If everyone's all right at home with all the right ingredients, like I say, it's all about the taste. So make sure you all taste.
Few minutes
all
after cook and put the
flavours. As
milk.
you can see, you might have seen me having a few pots and
If you
food
can't put together,
and just
already
adding
you
more
put a
flavour. Where
half,
Pali would have
isn't it?
added
Yeah.
more salt to that. And I think it's right.
Oh no,
Because I think we, as Indians or Asians, shall I say, we put a lot of salt in our food.
Do you only chole?
But I've
Eh?
been tending to
black
use
beans,
less.
what do you
So
want
there's
to do?
also another thing that when you do boil your
Beans?
black-eyed
Kali beans,
beans,
kali
because you do
akka
put
wali
salt
beans.
in it.
Well,
Be careful when you
it's
put
not
salt
chole.
in your masala when you're cooking the sauce.
So how much should I?
Any
put in?
questions,
How many put you
anybody?
already? Nothing?
No, no beans.
Two spoon, I think enough in it. 2 spoon. Two big spoon.
Yeah, I think it's only my time off then. Once a year I get. Is that a good enough answer? I know. Yeah. Sorry.
If you need water, little water,
It's
no?
Michael then, isn't it? Blame
That's
it on
it.
the other half, yeah? Always works. I get away with it. Any questions from our team here? Any questions? Any questions? No? To the back, any questions? How's everyone going? Getting on? So if you're just doing a teaspoon, okay? A teaspoon. And then if you wanted to, when you do cook it, just add a little bit extra if you want to have it extra. I tend to not use too much gram masala, it's overpowering. Okay? So, yeah.
She said look after, left
If you
everyone.
like ginger, put how much ginger you want.
She said look after
Because
everyone.
If you want to taste one of this,
So
of
that's
this
why I'm
crew
coming
I've
back
made, you can
again.
taste the ginger and it's beautiful. Yeah. So if you love ginger, put
Nice
more. If
smell,
you don't,
nice.
put less. If you love more garlic, put more garlic in. So with cooking curry, you can use less or more
Yes.
ingredients. Okay, less or more. And if you
And
are
first put
making
the
for
bean-
a
first
party of
beans
10 or
after
more,
coconut milk.
just add more onion, garlic and ginger.
First beans
That's all.
after coconut milk, yeah?
No, add extra.
First, yes, spicy
So
or
all you're
everything.
doing is add double amount. So if you're doubling up, just use 2 onions.
Yes, all masala spices first and cooked and put the
Onion
beans
bhajis, yeah?
after coconut milk. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when I get a bit, it's all this spicy. When I get a bit of time, I'll probably write a full-on.
Okay.
Yeah, a recipe. I'm going to start my little scrapbook, I think, with a few.
I know I've written it somewhere. But
Yeah.
It's like weird, and I kind of tried other recipes for it as well. There's one recipe to use baking.
No, I've never used.
No, I've never used.
No, we've never
just
used.
flour and a bit of water.
Yeah, that's all
Any
we.
little water. It's quite dry, isn't it? It's not. You don't
Yeah,
want
so you don't want it too
floppy.
much water. I never use baking powder in my onion bhajis ever. There's quite a few places that do. I think because my grandma, we never used it because they never knew what that was.
Yes.
You know, so we've just tended to just use your gram flour, okay, all your spices. Just mess about with your spices.
To get the
Cumin seeds are always a must.
Yes.
Cumin seeds, a teaspoon of cumin seeds, and spinach.
Oh, do you do some spinach in it
I
as
put
well?
some spinach in it as well.
Do you do potato and spinach or just spinach?
Potato, spinach, and onions, and you can grate carrots in as well.
Yeah, and you don't cook. Nothing's pre-cooked. None of that's cooked. It's just sort of grated.
Oh,
Grate
it's
it,
all
chop it down.
fresh,
Just chop
straight
it
in
down.
and mix it all together with a little bit of water.
Yeah.
Simple. Just mess around with it.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. Mess about with it. Fry a little bit and just
And then see if you like it.
and
Yeah,
taste.
'cause the only thing I think about what it is that it's too doughy.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
means that just too much gram
Not
flour.
too much gram flour.
Yeah,
Too much gram flour.
because
Yeah,
that can be quite heavy gram
yeah,
flour, can't
yeah,
it?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
maybe that's why people put baking powder into like
Yeah,
that, or they do
yeah.
a mixture of gram and
Yeah,
silver
but make
into
sure
it.
you put a little bit water to soften it
Yeah.
up. Brilliant.
Give it to another.
Sorry?
Any last words for the people online? There are no
final questions, but if there's anything else you wanted to say.
Right, any more questions at home? How's everything getting on? Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Fantastic then. Enjoy your curry and thank you at home, online. Brilliant.